I didn't miss any shots. But now we're going to get ready for some real serious shooting, and that's the three-point shootout. And I don't know whether or not I want to bring in my partner for this or not, because I'm disappointed, Bill. I mean, come on, you had a big lead and you blew it, let's face it.
Well, we kind of ran out of gas down the stretch. But next time, I'll have my guys in better shape, that's all.
All right. Well, let's look now at the guidelines for this three-point shootout competition. Each of the competitors is going to be attempting to score the most goals from behind the three-point line within 1 minute. Scoring is not going to be cumulative. Each round will be scored separately. 4 or 5 balls will be worth 1 point, with an advantage ball worth 2 points. And if there's a tie, well, players are going to compete in a 24-second shoot-off. Now, racks with 5 balls just like these are going to be placed out on the court in 5 different positions. These balls all count 1 point. You must shoot these balls first before you shoot the advantage ball. Ah, the old days of the ABA, Bill. This ball is worth 2 points. So the players then will try to make as many shots as possible. The 4 players with the highest point totals will move on to the semifinals. They will then compete again, and the 2 best scorers in that semifinal competition are going to move on to the finals. Right now, let's take a look at what happened in the first 2 rounds of competition. And the first 2 shooters up, Craig Hodges from the Milwaukee Bucks and Norm Nixon of the Clippers. And there's Norm taking what, Bill, many players consider to be the easiest shot from the sideline.
But the guys that shoot from there are a little crazy anyway.
Norm Nixon, outstanding guard for many years with the Lakers. Look at the concentration on him. But Norm, a jump shooter, Bill, and I don't really think that that's the way to shoot the three-pointer when you're shooting against the clock. Now, Craig Hodges from the Milwaukee Bucks, notice the concentration he has.
He's using the field system to get the ball and keep his eye on the target, which is not a bad idea.
Plus, he doesn't jump excessively high, and it works quite well for Craig. He's got a hot streak going here. Craig Hodges from the Milwaukee Bucks, a surprise, I'm sure, to the fans here. 25 points in the first round, a terrific score on the part of Craig Hodges. Now, also in the first round, Kyle Macy out of the University of Kentucky, played many years with the Phoenix Suns, now with the Chicago Bulls. Outstanding outside shooter. Let's watch his form and his concentration. You see, he's taking his eye off the hoop, Bill.
But also, he's waiting to see if the ball goes in before he reaches for the other one, looks like, almost.
And this is Trent Tucker, who was leading the league in three-point accuracy at the cutoff point on January 5th. Trent, also there, he's really taking time watching the ball. You can't afford to do that because you're going up against the clock.
You got to get all the shots off within a minute.
Right. And here goes Trent now, starting to warm up a little bit towards the end there, but you can see a couple of balls still left in that 5th and final rack. Trent Tucker winds up with 19 points in the first round.
Well, he made the most of the shots that he took.
And Larry Bird, the man who was the odds-on favorite,
and you know,
and Sleepy Floyd.
The reason I would think that Larry's the favorite is he's big enough he doesn't have to take a jump shot.
Well, you see Sleepy Floyd shooting the jumper from there, and he takes his eye off the hoop every time they go back and retrieve balls. Now Larry Bird finishing up. And Larry has great accuracy with the set shot, and he can get all of the shots off. As you notice, he got all 25 off. He winds up a total of 16 points in the first round.
He got all the shots off, but he didn't make as much out of them as Craig Hodges did, but not getting them all off.
Well, of course, it's not a cumulative total, so it's a matter of the 4 highest scorers making. Now Dale Ellis, the local favorite. And Dale, he's on a roll. Again, he's taking his eye off the hoop a little bit before he retrieves the ball, but did excellent on that first rack. And Leon Wood, now with the Washington Bullets, formerly with the Philadelphia 76ers. And certainly, Bill, he's probably had more practice than any other player. He's in the gym all the time.
I think he kind of lives in the gym. Every time I see him, he's shooting. I wonder what he does in airports.
Ellis finishing off his first round. And Leon Wood trying to get his last attempts up, and finally does get the 25th ball up. Dale Ellis with 17 points.
Now, these guys are shooting at the same time, but they're not in direct competition. There's one with the highest total within the allotted minutes.
Well, you see the first round totals. Craig Hodges goes into the semifinals along with Trent Tucker, Dale Ellis, and also Larry Bird, who just snuck in. Now, Larry Bird in the second round of competition. Notice the concentration on Larry. That time he was taking his eye off of the target, Bill.
Well, with Larry, that's okay.
Well, he's having a little difficulty right here. A little bit of a cold string for Larry.
Yeah, missed 2 in a row. That probably would have ruined the whole week for him.
He finishes off, goes to the last rack. And Bill, just look at how effortless it is for Larry. He just uses his legs, barely any jump.
It's a big man's game, Rick.
Larry Bird, very strong performance, 18 points, leading here in the second round, and we had a tie for the final spot between Dale Ellis and Craig Hodges, and we have a 24-second shootout. Now here's Dale Ellis. Let's see what he can come up with. Craig Hodges, meanwhile, is shooting at the same time down the other end of the court. Ellis off to a little slow start. Meanwhile, Hodges finishing up on that first rack, hits the two-point shot, Bill.
Yes, and this is only 24 seconds while the regular shooting is 1 minute.
Hodges, who had that big 25-point performance in the first round, finishes off with a two-point ball. Again, he hits it. Ellis, with his last few seconds, needs to get a couple in quickly, and that's going to take care of it. And it looks as though, yes, it is. It's Craig Hodges who is going on to the final round against Larry Bird with 14 points. He got 6 in the second shoot-off. They had tied in the first one. So Larry Bird going up against Craig Hodges in the final of the three-point shootout. The results after the second round: Bird against Hodges, Ellis and Tucker eliminated. Should be very exciting final. Here we go. Hodges with the legs, Bill, looked like he's getting a little weary.
Yeah, he's coming up short, Rick, because I think the legs are, the jump shooting that many times brings you up short.
Craig Hodges from the Milwaukee Bucks, struggling just a bit. Little flat, Bill.
No legs for the little guy.
2 racks to go for Craig Hodges. Uh-oh, a little problem with the ball rack. Ball boys come in to help him out. Finally gets a chance to get off that two-point shot. Craig Hodges having difficulty here in the finals. Tired Craig Hodges comes up with only 12 points in the final round. Boy, I bet he would like to have the first round over again, Bill, with those 25. And now Larry Bird, and look at the concentration. Looks like he's found the mark, Bill. He is smoking.
He made 9 straight before he missed.
Larry Bird on his way to victory here in the long-distance shootout. Oh, wait a second. Off the glass. Give me a break, Larry.
That's right. And if anybody needs $10,000, I'm sure, it's Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, our winner here in the three-point long-distance shootout. Congratulations to Larry Bird with 22 points, his best effort of the afternoon. And a deserved hand for Larry Bird. Now, as we get ready for our dunking competition, which is coming up, the first dunker is going to be determined by a toss of a commemorative Statue of Liberty coin. It's a silver dollar that was minted in San Francisco. Okay, John, this is it. The moment everyone's been waiting for to select the champion of the slam dunk this year, the Gatorade Slam Dunk, Spud Webb. Now, what do you think of his chances?
Well, I think they've improved greatly. Now, 2 dunks on the final round instead of 3.
Without being able to palm the ball.
Out of sight. Out of sight.
The partisan crowd holding up their scores of 10. Let's see what the judges come up with. There's a good look at the Spud man, and they give him a 50. Now Dominique is going to have to reach into his bag of tricks, I think, John.
He knows what a 50 takes.
Here's Spud again. 360.
Now, the man can't palm it, but he did a one-handed dunk because he was up so high.
Back live, Dominique.